Hello and welcome to Viking Views. I'm Matheus Marinho. Many students at Missouri Valley struggle with trying to balance schoolwork, being the best at their sport, and having a social life. Viking Views' Taylor Gilkey reports on how one student struggles with even more.
Students encounter Devin Walker every day in the Malcolm Center to grab some lunch. But Walker isn't just there to fulfill his job at the bistro.
Gary Anders contacted me. He saw a couple of my performances at MMEA, and he offered me a scholarship and said I could do music and volleyball at the same time, so decided to come here, give it a try.
Gary Anders passed away the summer of 2014 from cancer. Our goal right now is to recruit students who are not only interested in performing, Gary said, but also interested in studying and working in the music field. Devin continues to work towards the commitment he made to Anders, even with volleyball, music, work, and finding out that he himself has cancer.
I mean, obviously some days are better than others, but things like volleyball and music really help me through the day, just to keep my mind clear and focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't like to know any information on what I'm taking. I just want to know what I need to take, when I need to take it, or where I need to be to get my treatment that I do, the fluids and the stress tests and all that stuff.
Devin plans on continuing his music career as a music teacher for the Joplin School District, keeping a positive outlook on his future.
When you wake up, just remember to put a smile on. It just gives me a little extra boost other than the medicine that I take daily.
Taylor Gilkey, Viking Views.
Walker performs with Marshall Philharmonic Orchestra, and he'll be performing on Sunday, April 9th at Beaker Middle School in Marshall, Missouri. Missouri Valley College is now in the final month of the semester. And while some students will leave West Central Missouri, others will call Marshall home through the summer. As Viking Views' Jimena Padilla reports, MVC and some Marshall businesses arranged a meet and greet for job seekers.
Missouri Valley College hosts the Career Expo, an annual event that MVC offers to give students the opportunity to apply for different jobs and get to know the different companies that are around the Marshall area.
The Career Expo started years ago, and it really kind of originated with Marsha Lashley and Sharon Hoflicker. They really built it and developed it and got it going. And then years ago, about 6 years ago, I was given career success planning with Marsha Lashley. Kind of, encouraged me to help with this, and so I've just kind of continued to keep developing it and get new presenters here and keep getting successful career options for our students who are graduating.
For student Monta Porter, this was a great opportunity to get to know what companies have to offer and what to expect once he graduates.
I decided to come here because I'm kind of undecided on my career choice, so I was just getting more feedback on different careers that I could decide to, maybe major in or change a different course in my path of life.
For Bergman, the expo was a big success. She was proud of the way it turned out and is hoping that the 2018 Career Expo will be even bigger and better, and that more students will take advantage of it. Jimena Padilla, Viking Views.
Students looking for work or businesses looking for summer help can email Bergman about opportunities at bergmant@moval.edu. And with the semester winding down, Missouri Valley College held its final Visiting Writer Series in the library on April 3rd. Viking Views' Justice Schaefer caught up with the author providing some magic in modern fiction.
Missouri Valley College hosted its final Visiting Writer Series on April 3rd, 2017, and for visiting writer Allison Belaskowitz, it was her first time doing the Visiting Writer Series.
It was Dr. Claire Schmidt who brought me. She told me about this when this started years ago, and I was super, super excited about it. And she actually asked me to come much earlier, but I realized I didn't think that I should go anywhere until I had a book. And so when I told her that my book was coming out, she immediately invited me, and I was like, yes, of course I have to come.
Belaskowitz said of her style of writing as different and fairy tale oriented.
So I write very dark, fantastical work, mostly speculative fiction, and primarily fairy tales. I do revisions of fairy tales from a kind of feminist bent, where the women are the center characters, the women are doing the action, and the women, because they are active, are also suffering the consequences of being alive and having to have to interact with other people.
When asked why fairy tales specifically, she said writing about them can bring more creativity out instead of writing a literary novel.
I think because one, it was Angela Carter. She wrote a very lovely book of short fiction called The Bloody Chamber, and it is revised fairy tales, and they're feminist and they have a bit of a hopeful message to them, and they're inspiring. But I think that I needed to rewrite them to be more honest to the way that women lead their lives, both in the past and also today, that being a woman today is to struggle. And so I think that our stories, especially fairy tales, need to reflect that. And also there's stories that just keep getting rewritten, so it's time for another one.
Justin Schaefer, Viking Views.
A.A. Belaskevitz books like Magic for Unlucky Girls are available on Goodreads.com and Amazon.com. The Missouri Valley College dance program is bringing back another edition of the show Dancing with Valley. The Missouri Valley College dance program is going to bring back one of its famous shows, Dancing with Valley. After a couple editions, Janie Morgan, the associate professor of dance, decided that it was time to put her students and fellow partners back in the stage to compete.
We have a lot of new people this year. Well, since we haven't done it for 2 years, there's only one student currently that's ever seen it before. So I've just been explaining it to all of the new students and trying to help them through getting them prepared to work with their partners and what to expect when we get to the first round. And I guess my expectation is just, again, that we have a good audience, people have a good time, and that it goes smoothly.
The show is consisted of members of the MVC Repertoire Dance Ensemble paired up with MVC employees or community members. Tia Mortensen is one of the MVC dancers who is going to be a part of the show. She got paired with Colin Cohen, the men's volleyball assistant coach.
He picked up the steps really fast, so yeah, it's been good. Definitely have a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughing. No, I feel like we go pretty good together for being dance partners, yeah. It's good, it's fun, a lot of fun.
Cohen's first dance experience is already expected to be successful.
My feet don't glide. I'm not Michael Jackson, but I can dance. It's pure fun, so I don't think there's any real struggle here. This is just all about having fun, so why make it hard for myself when I don't have to?
Rehearsals are more than just preparing for the show for these two.
Winning. And having fun, of course, because we all have to do that. But yes, winning. And having fun with my partner, getting on to the next round, and then winning some more.
The winners are going to be announced after the second phase of the show on April 12th. The second phase of the show takes place on April 12th. The Black Student Union showcased some history and culture. The Viking Views' Ricardo Padilla reports was taken one bite at a time.
Black Student Union hosted annual Soul Food at the Bacon Room Welcome Center last Sunday, March 19. Soul food comes from what African Americans had to make from scraps or leftovers that they were given.
We wanted to give the school a cultural experience, something that the Black community could show them that it was more so original, like something that we started kind of deal. Like with each, different cultures, like you learn different traditions that they have, and soul food was one of ours.
During the event, painting and drawings were made by the members of the club, were hung around as decoration as a way to express themselves. While people were eating, they were doing raffles where people could win an extra place or food, some headphones, and even gift cards for Walmart. Some of the students even gave a show, some sang, others recited a poem. One of the students was Ariel Jackson, one of the BSU members. She recited a poem written by one of her favorite poets, Maya Angelou.
Well, Maya Angelou played a big role in the Black community, and I feel like young girls should know and hear different poems and from strong women.
One of the students, Kevin Kevner, a junior, came to the event and learned something from it.
Oh, it was welcoming, funny, entertaining, everything. The food was good, everything was good.
He also said that he liked the decoration and he will definitely do it again. Ricardo Padilla, Viking Views.
The Black Student Union makes this possible through the help of sponsors, donations, and selling tickets for the event. Missouri Valley College spring football is underway, giving head coach Paul Troth a look at some of new players, and as Viking View's Chris Waller reports, it's also giving players a look at one of Valley's new coaches.
Missouri Valley College football team hired its 5th defensive backs coach in 5 years, Adam Peterson, a former player for MVC's defensive coordinator, Monty Rowe. Peterson says the first goal for spring is to get the secondary playing at a faster and smarter level.
One of the biggest things for spring ball is to perfect the defense. So we're going to take it not necessarily easy, but we're going to do a lot with the learning process. We're going to perfect some of the coverages and the checks that we have going in that are going to be kind of staples for us going in the fall.
He seems like a nice coach, you know, and he knows what he's doing. He's real knowledgeable. I'm excited to play this last year with him, you know, and get all the information I can from him.
I actually played for Coach Rowe back in the day. Valley's historically great program. I mean, it's a profession, and so I understand, you know, where some guys have a tendency to, you know, go in and out. But I'm not, you know, looking to go anywhere.
Peterson says being a new coach changes nothing. The goal for MVC is still the same, to win games. Chris Wallace, Viking Views.
The spring football sessions end with the Purple and Orange game on Thursday, April 20th. Missouri Valley College women's team is off to a 6-2 start, including an almost perfect spring break week in South Carolina. And one Viking senior is finding her biggest success at the end of her college road.
Bia Salis is one of the Lady Vikings that have been representing the tennis team for 4 years now. The sport is something big in Salis' life and is the reason why she got to Missouri Valley College.
I started playing tennis when I was 8 years old because my father, he is like kind of addicted to tennis. He loves it. So he always like influenced me a lot on that. So I started with 8 and then I stopped with 14, around 14, 15 years old. I think I was 18. I came to the US in a host family here to work in the family. And they asked me if I played some sport because they give here a lot of scholarships on sports. And then I told them I always play tennis and everything. And then one day I went to play tennis with them, and then they said, yeah, I think you can get a scholarship the way you play and everything. And then I said, well, let's try. And then they helped me a lot, and I found Missouri Valley.
Salis is proof that hard work and commitment pays off. She went 10-0 this past spring break when the tennis team competed in Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Since I know I was going to start my senior year, I said, since it's my last year, I'm going to try to do my best. So I was pretty excited about like these tournaments over the spring break. So I just tried to do my best, and then I won all my matches, and I felt like really happy, and I achieved my goal for the spring break. So I was pretty happy after all.
Lillian Blasky has been with Salis since the beginning.
Bia and I, we were roommates first when we got here at Missouri Valley College, and then we got friends, and we are very close until today. So it's very easy, and it's very nice and fun to play with her and to have her as my double partner, because we can connect to each other very easily, and it's fun to play with her. I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her that she accomplished this thing during spring break. She has improved so much since we got here at Missouri Valley College, and I feel very happy for her and proud.
The experience of being a college athlete impacted Salis' life.
My first year, I was very quiet and shy. Nowadays, I don't see myself as shy as I was. I'm a lot more talkative. I talk to a lot more people, and I believe tennis helped me a lot with that. And also, nowadays I see myself as a leader. I kind of lead the team sometimes with small things. And my first year, I wasn't quite a leader. I was like very shy and didn't talk to anyone. And now I talk a lot more. So I believe tennis helped me a lot.
Now, Salis has the last games of her senior season ahead of her.
The Vikings play home on April 7th at 11 and 4. Some laugh and some cry about how students are always on their phones. But Viking View's Ricardo Padilla reports that the mass communications departments are giving students a chance to put their phones to good use.
The students from the advanced radio production were in charge of the gas and craft giveaway, where the students get the chance to win a gift card. One of the students that worked in this event was Jesus Silly, and he explained what they did.
We call everyone that registered for the gas and grab giveaway, and we asked them some questions about the school in order to win a $10 certificate in Taco Bell, Walmart, what else? Dairy Queen.
He also said that he was nervous while talking to people because his English is not perfect.
I'm still struggling when I'm in a conversation or when I'm speaking, but I mean this helped me a lot to every day in the radio production class or in other classes every day motivates me to practice my English.
He said that the first call he made, he was really nervous, but later he felt more confident with each call. I'm Ricardo Padilla, Viking Views.
That's Viking Views for this week. Our next show is April 18th. Thanks for watching. I'm Mateus Marinho.